How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now on today's show we're going to take a look at the back pages. Not much football in action, but of course the rumour mill has started. Ins, outs, and you can let me know whether you think these rumours are true or false.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So of course the Premier League season has finished and there's not much football to talk about. So you get to that point during the break, although it's only been a day, where the rumour mill starts and everybody starts, linking players to clubs and moving, etc. We do still have a couple of big games, don't get me wrong. There's the Europa League final this week. And of course there's the Champions League final at the weekend. Now, we will get onto those in due course, and I'm actually going to do some live watch-alongs for those finals as well. So you're going to have to make sure you get yourself over here. It's a shame that I'm not doing a live watch-along for Arsenal in the Europa League final, but yeah, we don't need to go there again, do we? Poor, very poor. But what I thought we'd do is go into the back pages. Of course, there's one newspaper in particular that we won't be going into from this country, and I think everybody knows why. There are some out there though that don't know why. When I did this a week or so ago, there were a few people in the comments, trying to ask. Well, basically it's one newspaper in particular, and it's because of what they did to Liverpool and Hillsborough all them years ago. And I think if you don't understand the story, just go online, you can Google it, and then you'll be able to see what I'm on about. I don't even want to mention their name. It's that simple. But yeah, for all of you that do know, yeah, you know why. So we have the Daily Record, and they go on to say that Celtic's long wait to appoint a new manager is set to end this week as Eddie Howe finally prepares to put pen to paper on a Parkhead deal. That's a very, very interesting deal. Eddie Howe, highly thought of when he was, at Bournemouth. And I remember when Arsene Wenger was leaving Arsenal and there was talk that Eddie Howe could have possibly been on the shortlist to be Arsenal manager. And then obviously he left Bournemouth. And I think he's probably, just stepped away from the game for a little bit and, bit of a recharge and whatnot. But if he gets a Celtic job, that's a huge job. Huge job. And not just because of the size of the club and the support and everything else, but because the fact that Celtic have been overtaken by Rangers now and Steven Gerrard and what they've done, unbeaten season and everything else, and they've came back from right down the bottom end where they were, dumped all them years ago. And it's been unreal. And, Celtic have had it all their own way for near enough a decade. Complete and utter dominance. And then Rangers have stepped in. And Celtic have been absolutely abysmal. So, be interesting to see what happens. And how Eddie Howe, deals with such a big job. Very interesting. Next lot of news comes from the Daily Mail. And they go on to say that Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel is sweating on the fitness of goalkeeper Edouard Mendy ahead of the Champions League final. That would be a big blow if Mendy's not available for the final, because Kepa, it's not been worth the money, is he? Chelsea have also complained to the Premier League after they were held up by ice cream eating stewards at Aston Villa. If you haven't seen this story, you've got to actually laugh. But Chelsea turned up to Villa Park for their game against Aston Villa. Now, where they, pull up in their coach, there are a set of stewards that are there to guide them into the stadium. Well, there was no stewards there, and Chelsea had to wait 15 minutes for somebody to come out and to show them in and go through the protocol. Now, the reason why there was no one there was because they were all taking a break and eating ice cream. Honest to God. What a random story. And they've actually complained to the Premier League about it. And yeah, what a crazy story. But listen, it is what it is. Liverpool's pursuit of Brighton midfielder Yves Bissouma could have received a huge boost, with Arsenal understood to be exploring other options. Now, if that's true, I'll be fuming. Honestly, I want Bissouma at Arsenal so badly. Go and pay the money. Go and get him. For Christ's sake, man. You're talking about, you know, appeasing the fans and backing the manager and everything else. Then they're the type of players we need to be buying. So go out there and do it. Jesus. Burnley goalkeeper Nick Pope will miss the Euros with a knee injury that is set to see him sidelined for around about 4 to 5 weeks. Massive blow for him. And does that mean England have to now put up with Pickford in goal? Really? Come on. The Daily Telegraph. Calvin Phillips is in danger of missing this summer's European Championship finals after suffering a serious looking shoulder injury. That's not great news. He's had a fantastic season, but that'd be a big blow right at the end of the season as well. Paul Heckingbottom wants his future and that of Sheffield United's next permanent manager resolved as soon as possible, so the club can start preparing for an immediate attempt at returning to the Premier League. Now, of course, Heckingbottom had stepped in, you know, towards the latter part of the season for Sheffield United, and it was just an impossible job. He just came in to just manage the ship, shall we say, until, you know, the inevitable happened, which was Sheffield United going down. And yeah, they're going to want to bounce back as soon as possible, do the same kind of thing that Norwich did, which is very difficult. Let's not forget it. But yeah, they're going to want to. And the one important thing for Sheffield United is that they're going to have fans back in the stadium next season, which will be something that they missed big time this season. Daily Telegraph. Manchester United's transfer priorities will likely see Dan James leave the club during the summer transfer window, according to reports. I don't think that there's going to be many Manchester United fans that will be too disappointed in that. It's not really worked out, has it? Liverpool have been dealt a blow in their pursuit of RB Leipzig's Ibrahima Konate, with the German club unhappy with the structure of the deal that Liverpool have put together. Now, of course, I've seen this in the paper here, but interestingly, yesterday evening, Fabrizio Romano tweeted out saying that the deal is done and that it's been done since April and that Konate will be a Liverpool player. And I'm gutted about that. What a defender he is. A little question mark over his injuries, but he is a quality player. And it'd be interesting to see how Leipzig do without Konate and then Upamecano, who's left as well. So, but listen, for Arsenal, I think we're absolutely fine in the sense that if William Saliba comes in and gets given that opportunity, then we could well have our own centre-back, you know, for years to come. So, very interesting. So, there we go. That is it for the paper talk today. There are some other bits of news, but they're in a paper that I'm not going to read, as I've already said. But listen, let me know in the comments section what you think about those, you know, deals and proposed deals and rumours and everything else. Do you think they're true, not true? What do you think may happen, won't happen? It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, listen, there we go. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.